In the nation's prison was one of the issues raised by officials of the judiciary as they appeared before the Joint Select Committee on National Security. Court Executive Administrator, the Judiciary of Trinidad and Tobago, Master Christy Ann Morris Lane, said one way to alleviate this is by expanding the electronic monitoring system. An inquiry into the criminal justice system in Trinidad and Tobago to determine strategies to achieve greater efficiency and effectiveness was done on Thursday.
Who are, quote-unquote, inside, whether they're inside on remand or inside as part of their sentence, with alternatives to custody. We can reduce the number of people who are inside as part of their sentence.
She said more support is needed for the rehabilitation of some inmates.
More people, with all due respect, there are several more people who we incarcerate because there's no alternative to incarcerating them because the structures and the support structures are not there to really take them out and deal with their rehabilitation properly.
In other news, there has been an upward spike in the incidence of stolen cars in northern Trinidad. Inspector in charge of the Stolen Vehicles Squad, Lloyd Lazarus, said the business of selling stolen car parts nets large profits for criminals.
Sometimes even a homicide, the police were...
The data reflects that there was an increase in the reports of offences in 2022 and in 2023 thus far. There is a similar pattern that is emerging. The experts have in fact aligned this uptick to the unavailability of parts, the restrictions that were imposed on shipping during the peak of the pandemic, and also the high costs that were associated with shipping even when the parts became available.
Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner of Police Kent Gisiawan said over the last quarter, there has been a reduction in certain types of car thefts, such as items being placed in the roadway for motorists to stop and be robbed of their vehicles.
Because we have a police presence, we can't be everywhere all the time, but that is why the statistics they are driving our patrols according to how the reports emanate and from whatever areas that they are committed.
Inspector Lazarus said the stolen vehicles are also being used to commit robberies, home invasions and homicides, and urged car owners to be more vigilant about securing their vehicles, especially when away from home. Switching to sports. The TTO sprint team of world beater Nicholas Paul, Kwesi Brown, Quincy Alexander, and exciting future prospect Zion Pulido missed out gold with a classy performance at the Pan American Track Cycling Championships in San Juan on Wednesday. After qualifying second, team TTO finished in 45.291 seconds. Preliminary round leaders, Canada came in first in 43.384 seconds. Colombia took bronze in 44.260 seconds, while Mexico were fourth in 44.379 seconds. On Thursday, Paul and Brown qualified for round 2 of the men's Karen. Paul was second in Heat 2 to Canadian elite circuit rival Ryan Doddick. Brown was second to another Canadian, James Hedgecock. The women found the going tougher with Phoebe Sandy's 11.849 time, just good enough for 23rd in the women's sprint event on Thursday. And that was the latest news to the hour. I am Roxanne Suraj. Good morning, everyone.
TDT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
This fish is huge! Huge!
Riley. Shit! Oh, and then too hot to handle. And the young star has seized this moment.
From Mumbai to San Juan, Delhi to Shoguanas, Tamil Nadu to San Fernando. Hamara Desh, our country, highlights the culture brought to us from India by our indentured laborers. Bharat hai Hamara. India is ours. This competition and mentorship program strives to cultivate and mold the innate abilities of our participants. Trinidad and Tobago's talent on full display. Mark your calendars for every Saturday from June 10th as we bring the action to you on TTT. Together, we give back to our country. Hamara Desh.
Up high, 1,000 degrees, yeah. Couldn't out that fire. Say the top ain't high enough. Ooh, rum, no chaser, that's what she want. Dance on, soca playing all night long. Rum, no chaser, that's what she want.
Oh my goodness! Welcome to the Now Morning Show. Hear the tune, hear the tune. Do you remember the days? Oh my goodness. We having a time this morning in studio. Welcome to it. It's Friday, not just any kind of Friday. It's the Friday before Father's Day, and this morning, as you saw from the billboard, we're celebrating fathers all morning long. So welcome to the Dow Morning Show. I'm Rokas alongside Kimberly D'Souza and Natasha Lake. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. I don't know this one, but I love it.
Girl,
Jimmy
it's
October?
one of the
Yes. Don't know this one. So
This
good
one was
morning to
actually
you wherever you
requested
are.
by Natasha.
Yes, so I realized.
She chose the song to start the show this morning. She wanted to remember the days. Which days you wanted to remember, Tash?
The days with my father.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well played. Well played. All right, well, guys, this morning we're celebrating Father's Day in a big way. So this morning we have a lot of things that we want to give away to all of you fathers who are celebrating this weekend or being celebrated this weekend. So you can look forward to giving us a call a little bit later on. But before we get to that, let me take a moment to say congratulations to Mr. Nicholas Paul, who would have done us proud when he took home the gold medal at the Kiran track at Pan American Cycling Champions. I think that's what it was called. Pan American Cycling Champions. But he took home gold in the championship, and he took home gold at the Kiran track. So congratulations to you, Mr. Nicholas Paul. Thank you for continuing to fly the flag of Trinidad and Tobago high and cycling for the world to see.
Aye, congratulations. I also just want to mention as well, guys, that we had the WHO Director, Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, who visited Dr. Rowley yesterday. There was a press conference, and Dr. Rowley would have said that we have pledged our support to the accord, to the pandemic accord. And basically what this means is that whenever there's a next pandemic, they're going to ensure that there's equity of distribution of vaccines among the smaller islands. Hope that it's going to be that way, because that is how we would have started off with the COVID-19 pandemic when we got the vaccines, and it didn't go so well. Although we were with the COVAX facility, there were other people as well who didn't get the vaccine, and so I know that we have pledged our support. Dr. Tedros would have also congratulated Dr. Rowley for how he handled the pandemic here in terms of the parallel healthcare system and ensuring that, certain sectors and people were vaccinated, as a priority list. So Dr. Rowley also got a congratulations as well. And I know that they are actually putting together the completed accord hopefully by May 2024, and they're hoping that all 100 states that are within that general area that they also sign on to that accord. So we look forward to see what's happening with that. But Dr. Gabriel Jesus was here.
I know, isn't it amazing?
I know.
I was so excited.
When I saw him, because I didn't attend the conference, but I saw it on TV. When I saw him walking, I'm like, oh, really? We're there? Amazing to have him in TNT. So good morning, Dr. Rowley. Good morning, Dr. Gabriel Jesus. And thank you so much for visiting, and we'll see what happened with that accord.
I was so excited, just as you. When I heard with the press conference the doctor was going to be, I was like, wait, what? Is this really happening right now?
He came.
And I just want to go a bit ahead. I know Father's Day is on Sunday, of course, but after Father's Day, Fathers, you're getting a big blessing because it's Labor Day, a public holiday. Rockus, how are you feeling?
No, but you see, for fathers deserve a long weekend. That's what is really going on. So we give thanks for that.
It's not about all of that, but you lucky people have an extra day on Monday, and thankfully we are celebrating with them because we will have no show on Monday, so we will be back here on Tuesday morning from 6 to 8.
But you know, also one of the things happening this weekend in regards to Labor Day as well is that PTSC is having a bus to the beach in August. So you guys can head across to PTSC, all their social media, and you can check it out. Convenient, safe, and affordable is how they're selling it. And I agree. I think it's always a fantastic initiative. They're heading to Manzanilla. I see they have some going to Castara and Tobago, Las Cuevas as well. So you can check it out and see which times, which dates are best for you. I'm not going to read out all now. Sorry.
Just go to PTSC social media page. Right. Their Facebook page is always updated. I must give them kudos for that. So they will have the information posted.
You can also head across to ptsc.co.tt as well, their website, so you can get the information there as well. Okay?
And bus it.
I mean,
bus it to the beach for the long weekend.
I think we need to give some kudos to PTSC's team as well. Their social media marketing team.
Listen to me. On point. Yeah. I agree. Guys, also too, let me just mention that did you see that they're increasing flights? JetBlue and American Airlines will be flying twice daily to Trinidad to boost airlift over the next few months. A release from Tourism Trinidad Limited said additional flights will provide more than 2,000 seats to the North American market. To do this, JetBlue will start a red-eye flight from New York on this Friday until the first week in September, and American Airlines will have an additional flight from Miami from August 15th until September 5th. So guys, there is an opportunity to fly to the North America with either JetBlue or American Airlines. Please visit the airlines website or their Facebook pages, and also Tourism Trinidad Limited.
So, you know, as you mentioned that, two things came to mind. The first thing that's just come to mind is interesting that these services may end just before Miami Carnival, right? And the second thing is not Trinidad but Caribbean related. Virgin Atlantic is now starting to do inter-island flights.
Yes.
Between Barbados.
Yeah.
Great things
but the
are happening.
price tag.
I haven't seen it yet. Please don't break my heart.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's all well and good that the flights are available, but we've had the conversation about how hard it is to travel right to Barbados, right to Jamaica.
It's
more expensive, exactly, to go to the island. So we'll see how it goes.
We will.
But good news all around.
I know.
We take it. We take it as it comes.
Go and save those coins and rub them together.
I know, right?
Well, speaking of good news, let me take a moment to say good morning again for the 5th time for the week, I believe it is. Joy Lakpat, we appreciate you so very much, and we appreciate your work. It's been on set with us all week long, and we've been able to enjoy it. This one called Carnival Traditions, featuring, of course, all of our a few of our Carnival characters on mixed media, which is based on canvas. But then she is gluting on top of it and then paint it and leave it to dry until it becomes this level of magnificence that we see in front of us. And that's the name of this piece. It's actually called Magnificence. I mean, for me, it's like the tree of life at this point.
Hey, that's my phrase. The tree of life.
And this, of course, is the beautiful portal to Venus.
Stealing it.
Listen.
You know, casually. I should try to trademark my things.
What madness.
Anyway, so viewers, there we go. We went from portal to Venus to... Now,
which one is this? Is this Wealth and Power? Is it? I forgot.
Pardon?
Is this Wealth and Power? I forgot the name of this one. But I know it's with the
At this
Chinese
point, I'm confused.
I was hoping that Leslie would just give me a hint. But I know that this is, of course, going
Wealth
out
and
to
Happiness,
her.
I believe it's what it's called, yes.
Wealth and Happiness.
Yes.
You're right, that's it, yeah. So thank you so much, Joy, for bringing joy to our lives for the past 5 days. And I know that we're looking forward to another artist as we continue our art series on Now. But the show this morning is going to be amazing. While Tash fans ruckus brings him down from wherever he is, we are going to be checking in with a few people, and I'm hoping that we have Mr. Errol Fabian, who is going to be stopping by for the conversation after this break. And we're going to be talking about what it takes to be a good father. So we're going to start off our Father's Day show just giving some tips about what he did as a father as well to his children, and how maybe other fathers as well could take those tips.
Well, of course, we mentioned Father's Day, and we're giving away lots and lots of things for Father's Day. As we mentioned earlier, we have cupcakes to give away.
Yes.
We have a meal courtesy Luna. We have a voucher from Peter Elias. We have 2 tickets to go Bushline. We have tickets for Ravi B Show. We have tickets for Vonnet Bigfoot Show.
Mamma Mia.
We have,
oh my goodness. Sing to eat. Plenty things to eat.
And we have a custom fit courtesy the cloth.
Yes. Ooh. Who will be joining us this morning, if I'm not mistaken.
Mr.
Yeah, Nicholas is going to be joining us this morning. And from what I understand, I think the pieces that they model, a father would be able to choose one of those pieces and have it altered to their liking.
That's
so you're actually going to see what you're getting, dads, before you make a choice. So we're looking forward to that convo as well.
All right, we need to remind you of the number. Make sure that you have it saved if you don't already. 622-4010. And no Googling, because of course you have to answer a question.
Why no Googling?
I mean...
Oh, they're all wicked, boy.
You don't work for these tickets.
All that technology and they can't use on Google.
You know you don't work for these tickets.
Okay, Google, yes. Chat GPT, no.
You can also feel free to send us an email at 2getoutnow@ttt.co.tt. It's not too late to send your fathers pictures if you want to celebrate them this morning. You have until like 6:45. That way Tyrese mightn't customer. So until 6:45, you can send your fathers pictures and we can celebrate. Yeah, that's all right. Tyrese customer upstairs. He'll be fine. Send it. I will make sure Tyrese hook it up where possible. Anyway, you can also take us with you because we're streaming live on Facebook. Good morning to all of our Facebook friends and family. We appreciate you guys so very much. And we're also streaming at ttt.live. You can also feel free to slide on our DMs on IG, also on Facebook at Now Morning Show or at TTT Live Online. This morning, we also be chatting a little bit about that brand new TV series that's coming up. We spoke about it earlier this week with Richard Raghubarsingh and Leslie-Ann Wills-Caton. And this morning, we're going to have the director on set, as well as, I believe it's the wardrobe.
The wardrobe, yeah. Wardrobe manager.
Wardrobe boss. I don't know.
Understand?
Yes, manager is the official title.
Good.
I'm just going to call you the wardrobe boss.
Same thing.
I'm looking forward to seeing it because from what I've seen, of course, with a lot of the promotional images, does such a good job so far. And also, of course, as we are giving away things for fathers this day, don't forget Raucus's favorite place. We'll be giving away some some spa packages.
Is that a sponsored post?
Is that a sponsored ad?
Not sponsored, guys.
That is just gratitude. I appreciate you, Jen K. Day Spa. And we have a voucher to give away courtesy Jen K. Day Spa today as well. And we have not one father, we mentioned one father earlier. We have another father that's going to be joining us, but he's a brand new father.
Ooh.
So he's very new to the game.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to tell you who it is, but what I will say is that he does hold a title.
A title?
Let's take that break and come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. It's going to be a great one.
A title?
Those things I can't forget. I hope you remember. Pray for you. I pray that I'm right back to where I started. We were all that we wanted.
Every day, we aspire to be better at what we do. Deliver more news more often to more people. We are your news team, reporting on the people, events, and issues that affect your life. TTT News, first at 6:30 p.m. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant. TTT News, nightly at 6:30.
The Little Store offers you a great shopping experience in cool comfort with knowledgeable, helpful staff. Our large aisles and well-organized shelves are filled with quality puja materials, incense sticks, tasty mithai, and homemade yogurt. Come to us for all your Indian groceries and spices, SAS paper sahari leaves, household items, sewing supplies, religious books, and lots more. You can depend on the Little Store, your store. It's an honor to serve you.
TDT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Kingdom come. When I'm rolling with the queen, I don't want no phone to ring, but the conversing till the light of morning. I'm she rolling with the king.
Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Of course, this being our Father's Day edition. And we're going to be talking about the secret to being a good father with someone who has 7 biological children of his own, but so many more media children he has taught over the years and continue to teach as he does what a father will do. And that gentleman is none other than Mr. Errol Fabian from the Single Fathers Association of TNT. Errol, good morning.
Good morning. It's so good to be here.
I know.
Thanks for having me.
You saw some of your children in set this morning.
Yes.
Errol, so, I mean, we're talking about being a good father.
Yeah.
We have of course, the definition of a father, but in your years of being that sort of patriarch, what do you think a father signifies?
Well, safety, security, comfort, gentleness, toughness, all-knowing, you know, all these things. When people turn to their father, they want all of these things and then some, you know. And a successful father, I don't know how to measure that. You know, I guess only children can say if I had a great daddy or if I didn't have a good daddy. But it's a very tough call, you know. And it is a vocation more than anything else. It has to be something that from your heart, from the depths of your heart, you're into this.
Yeah.
And because it's going to throw you for a tailspin many times, you know. Like you said, I have 7 of my own, but I know there's one of my children who's not happy with me. I know that, you know, and we try, we deal, we talk, we reach out, you know, but we all are where we are, because there was a time I wasn't happy with my daddy, and I'm number 7 of 11, yeah? But today, if you ask me, my father is my hero.
Yeah. So then how do we break those, as you would say, those generational curses? You weren't happy with your father. Now you have one of your children who isn't happy with you. How do you think parents could sort of break that general curse of not living up to what their children would have expected?
If you try to do that, you fail. You cannot try to live up to your children's expectations. We have to live up, I think, as fathers, to being the best daddy that we can be. I have 6 who are happy with me, you know, and 1 not, you know. So, and when I say not happy with me, we have a great relationship. When we meet, we hug, we kiss. He's a 32-year-old man, and we kiss when we bounce up, you know, and we hug. I saw him yesterday when we hug. I was parting, and like he didn't want to let me go, you know. And there's so much that is unsaid between parents and children. But I think the biggest hurdle for us to cross as parents is not only letting our children know how we feel when we are angry, but letting them know how we feel when we're not, when we're happy with them. It's so easy, especially for fathers and young men, to let them know when they hit the mark, when we're not happy with them. But we have to deliberately get it into our system to say, good job, son. I love how you're doing.
But what about instances where, let's say, for example, how do you teach a father or parent to apologize? Because remember, they are the adults, and it's not do as I say, but what I, well, not do what I do, but as I say. And so how do you, when you make a mistake or you slip up, you are allowed to go back to that child and apologize because you, as the adult, realized you were wrong?
No, I don't think in every situation a parent should apologize, but there are situations when we should. And it's about being honest with yourself and knowing that child. You see, every child requires a different type of parenting. You could have a pair of twins, and each one will demand a different thing from you as a parent, for you to reach into a different treasure trove to pull out something to deal with that child. So when we know ourselves, then we know when we have to apologize and when we don't need to apologize. But apologizing teaches our children to apologize. You know, when we display, and whether we like it or not, our children are mini us. Our children are mini us. And if there's a particular behavior you want to see from your children, you have to display that behavior. You could talk till you're green in the face. It is our behavior that will determine how our children behave.
Yeah. Let's look at the mistakes, and I'm asking you this in particular, Errol, because I know that you are a recovering alcoholic, and I know that your children may not have been proud of you at that time in your life. How do you own up to your mistakes and ensure your children that you are back on the right track?
Well, again, children learn what they live. So they have to see it. No amount of, well, you know, I don't do that again, could work. They have to see. They have to see that you're moving in a direction. There was a time I would hide. I didn't want my children to see me. And I got to a place where I wanted to become somebody who my children would say, that is my daddy there. You know, and it's about working with our children because we are not perfect and we shouldn't look for perfection in our children either. But at the same time, we have to show that we are constantly evolving and that we've empowered ourselves to evolve. A lot of people feel they have to remain stuck in one way. But no, we could evolve. And when our children see us evolving, they are empowered to so do.
I know a lot of people say that parenting, it doesn't come with a manual. You learn as you go, right? Yeah. You've been in this thing long, Errol. Just a few tips for fathers to help them, you know, not even get on the right track, but just to help them deal at this point in time. We're now coming out of a pandemic, so many external factors happening. How can you still ensure that you have that relationship with your children?
Be present. That's the main thing a father has to do, be present. And that doesn't mean you have to physically be there. You have to be present. I have a WhatsApp chat with my children, and there's chatter going on every day, you know. And sometimes children don't need to hear anything. They just need to know that you are there. And a father's role is irreplaceable. I was a single father for most of my children's lives. And being present was a tall task for me because I worked as an entertainer. I didn't have an 8 to 4, so I was out different hours, different times, and mostly at night. And there was a lot of traveling I had to do. But I would make sure and touch base all the time. And wherever there's an event where I could take my children, it's me and my string band come in. When I go to do a family day or whatever it is, everybody come in, you know. It is very important to, in the madness, take them to the beach. Take them to the movies, take them out to eat, you know. If you can't afford to take them out to eat, have a cook at home or whatever it is. But we have to do things with our children because they're learning. And we don't want them to learn from the street. Because the street waiting to teach them too, you know. And school waiting to teach them too. And those lessons are important. But the main lessons must come from mommy and daddy. Most important. And daddies, you have to be present. Yeah.
Do you think that fathers get a lot of flack for not showing up for their children? And I say that because you're a member of the Single Fathers Association. I know that you and Rondell and members of the team have been doing the work to get people to realize that there are single fathers who are pulling their weight, right, as it relates to their children. But there's also an understanding, and worldwide it is, that fathers don't show up. And so how can you change that narrative to show that there are fathers doing the work?
Well, the only way to change the narrative is for fathers to be present and be vocal. I'm sure if you're driving to work one morning or so, and if you're observant, you'll see daddies with the children, taking them with the lunch kit, moving, going to do what we have to do, grandfathers also. And the reason why there's such an awful stigma attached to fathers not being present is because of how damaging an absent father is in a child's life, be it boy or girl. Children, research has shown statistically, globally, that children who grow up in a double-parent home, or at least a home where the father is present, are less likely to be juvenile delinquents and less likely to end up in jail and less likely to end up on the wrong side of the law. And that is why there's such a spotlight on fathers to be there and to do our role, because the society understands that for it to really blossom and to move into a place where all are comfortable, daddies have their role to play.
Yeah. And Errol, before you go, this is a two-parter. Bouncing off of that question, do you still believe that there are not fathers present? There is that sort of issue that's happening. And I know you keep saying be present, but what else can fathers really do to show up for their children?
Well, both things. What was the first part of the question?
The first one is, do you think there is still an issue where fathers are not showing?
Absolutely. There are many instances of it, you know, and a lot of fathers who turn up who are not satisfied with the amount of times that they turn up, you know, and wanting to do more. But what's the second part?
The second part is, I know you've been saying be present, but I want to drive the point home for who may be listening.
We have to more than be present, which is the main thing.
Yes.
But we have to provide. We have to provide. We have to wake up, put on the clothes, and go out there and work or find the work and provide, because provision is very important for our household. We have to listen. Daddies have to be a great listener. Listening is very important. We have to scold, and we have to direct, you know, and it doesn't mean picking up a belt or a whip. And there are circumstances when some parents feel a need to, but only that parent will know that situation. Very importantly, when you need to scold and direct, that you don't do it in anger, that we deal with it, because we are men, we are physically strong, and we could hurt a child, you know? So we have to get our thoughts together and come back and say, you know, be able to communicate and say, when you did this, I didn't like it, or this is the consequence, or whatever it is, and deal with it like that. But also nurturing and loving. And although they don't want it, you have to kiss them when you drop them to school, you know?
Yes.
You see these young men when they reach in front of the school, they don't, bust a kiss on them, they have to handle it, because public displays of affection from fathers to children is very important for children to know you have their back. You have their back. You know, I get called in school plenty of time for my children, you know? But I have to reach. I have to reach. And I come to defend my child, but I'm not there to encourage my child in anything that's against the rules in the school, you know? So we'll have one conversation in front of the teachers, and you better believe you're having a next conversation going home or when you come home, because at the end of the day, I don't condone wrongdoing, but no matter what my children do, I am there to support you.
And that's
no matter what, you know I'll be there. I wouldn't agree with it, but I'll be there.
And that's how we're going to end. I know we could talk for hours about this topic, but let me thank you so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
Let me also wish you a happy Father's Day. I know you're getting that extra holiday on a Monday. Lucky you. And I hope that you get to see your children sometime this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes,
just
and have a good one.
One love. Take care.
And that was Mr. Errol Fabian from the Single Fathers Association, just sharing some tips on being a good father, of course, with his wealth of experience. Here on the Now Morning Show, we're going to take a break and be right back. Stay with us.
I do the thing right, big man thing, I do the thing right. I do the thing right, big man thing, I do the thing right. I do the thing.
I will make food security a reality.
I will design groundbreaking prototypes.
I will create the next life-saving vaccine.
Whatever your career aspirations, the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus is where tomorrow's game changers begin their journey. With fully accredited programs across 8 faculties, our graduates are innovating regionally and impacting globally. See what it's like to be UE. Visit sta.uwi.edu/apply.
Hi, I'm Pastor Lisa Singh from Heavenly Grace Ministries in New York, and I wanted to take a moment to just advise you that our program is changing time slots. From the 9th of April, we will be airing at 6:30 a.m., and this will be the time going forward. Again, 6:30 a.m. from the 9th of April onward. Looking forward to still spending time with you every Sunday morning at 6:30 a.m.
Once upon a time, he was a teacher, full of knowledge and wisdom, a warrior with the eye of a hunter, who was smitten with dreams and visions and who struggled to give them meaning, who walked the hard road off the beaten track to plunge into the black abyss of his self in pursuit of what he did not know, but who knew without a doubt and when asked, would shout, I am moving towards something that awaits me that will perhaps fulfill me.
Came out from underground, and met 3 new friends. What will he discover today? Let's shout his name to the world. Came out from underground, and met 3 new friends. Ride off in car and fly up high. Let's have a fun time. Wow! La 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 la.
People show scouting for talent.
Thank you for viewing, ladies and gentlemen. Our program today featured Ram and Mooney.
Under became the benchmark for children's shows.
I mean, girl can bubble too, but dancing.
Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. It's time for the excitement, super excitement to begin as we start off our giveaways. And our first giveaway is for Father's Day brunch at Luna at the Falls in West Mall. Joining us on Joining us on Now this morning is Nicolette Battadier, Marketing Manager of Luna Restaurant. Nicolette, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you with us this morning on the Now Morning Show, because what better way to start off giveaways than with brunch at Luna. Nicole, before we open our phone lines, share with us what can fathers look forward to at this brunch?
Well, we have 2 options for dads, and I guess we include the moms because, you know, the dads are dads because of our moms. We have a $195 option that includes any 5 items of your choice off of our listing, which includes French toast, pina colada French toast. We have scrambled eggs your way. We have a gluten-free option that we've recently added. We have your ham and sausage. We even have chicken tenders. We have some sauteed veg for those of us that really, you know, trying to watch the carbs. We have parfaits, oatmeal, fruit plates, and more. That is $195 per person plus taxes, and it includes your choice of a juice or a hot beverage. We also have a super version of it, which is $298 plus taxes as well. Sorry, the $195 is plus taxes, and you can have bottomless mimosas added to that option if you like. That is specifically on Father's Day Sunday.
This sounds absolutely amazing. A delectable menu that you can win right now. I hope you listened to what Nicolette shared with us this morning, because Nicolette is going to have a question for you, and you will be able to go to Father's Day brunch with your dad. 622-4010. Give us a call. Nicolette, I hope you're ready, because we already have St. James on the line. St. James, good morning.
Quick. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
Nice to see you, ladies.
All right, so Nicolette
I'm not hearing you on the phone.
Okay, well, you need to turn down your television, sir.
Yes, I'm hearing you now better.
All right, and listen on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you hear us clearly?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. So, Nicolette, take it away and let's give away those tickets. Well, the lunch.
Good. Right. Good morning. Who am I speaking with this morning?
Hi, this is Neil from St. James.
Hi, Neil. Morning. So, to win a ticket, I'd like to know if you can name any 2 items that would be available for you to select on our Father's Day brunch.
Well, the famous egg, and coffee. And maybe
By
some
default,
samosas,
if for no
bottomless
other reason,
samosas.
you are correct.
Yes.
Congratulations, St. James. You are a winner. Stay on the line and we will take your information.
Thank you very much.
Our pleasure. Nicolette, I feel like that's the ideal father's breakfast every day, eggs and coffee. What do you think?
Well, I think it really depends on your dad. So, of course, we are all accustomed to our eggs, but I'm going to reiterate that we have so many other options for you to choose from, and we welcome all dads down. And if you'd permit me to say quickly, on Friday and Saturday, we also have a special Father's Day lunch available. It's a 3-course for $300, available from 11 a.m. You can check us out on Facebook or Instagram for any additional information. Feel free to private message us, WhatsApp us, or call.
All right, fantastic. And a quick question with regards to Father's Day brunch. Do you have to make reservations or are walk-ins available?
Reservations are recommended, especially for larger tables, but walk-ins are always welcome. But we will say if you can, just call to make sure that we have seating available, and brunch will be available from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Wonderful. Nicolette, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to be with us. We can only imagine what the preparations are like at Luna right now, and all the best on a successful weekend.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
It's our pleasure. Nicolette Battadier with us this morning on the Now Morning Show, marketing at Luna. Stay tuned. Kimberly has another giveaway right now.
All right, guys, so I'm actually going to be giving away a $400 Peter Elias voucher because, Dad, when you step out this weekend, we want you to look nice. So remember, you can give us a call. Our phone lines are open, 622-4010. Call us now. I have a question for you. I think it's very easy because, like I said, I want you to look good, Dad, this weekend. So give us a call, 622-4010, and answer that question for us.
And listen, there's nothing better than a dapper
Listen
dad.
to me. You can put on your Peter Elias outfit.
Dapper dad.
So first it was a fat father, now it's a dapper
Well, I
dad.
mean,
You're on a roll this week.
The cupcakes are coming up, as you mentioned. You mentioned fat father. The cupcakes are coming up.
You get the cupcakes, you get the outfits, you eat
Luna
the
brunch.
cupcakes, you get the Luna brunch, you do all that, you go and you take a walk.
Then you head down to Mamma Mia after.
You might have Mamma Mia. And then
So
you fit into
And after all that, you go and try and fit into Peter Elias.
Yes, you will.
Right.
Because you
No,
do
you
cardio.
see, you wear the Peter Elias. I think actually Freeport wants to get that $400 voucher from Peter Elias. Freeport, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Freeport, who are you winning this ticket for, Freeport? I have to ask.
My husband.
Okay, fine. That's safe. All right.
How
I have
long
a
is
very,
your
very
husband?
easy. I have a very, very easy question for you, Freeport. Ready for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
In TNT, who is commonly known as the father of the nation? I feel like you're Googling. I feel like you're Googling Freeport.
No, I don't know.
All right, take care.
Okay, all right. Well, Freeport, thank you so much for calling this morning. Have a good one.
All right.
622-4010. I thought the question was pretty easy. Father of the nation.
I agree. And you know what?
I was basically giving it to you.
I feel like we need a social studies show. Apparently.
The future of
Apparently, we need to run the 6 day. What is the 6 day and 6 day again?
Let's do it.
Let's see if Belmont has a bit more luck. Belmont, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Hi, Belmont. Morning. What's your name, Belmont?
Sharon.
Sharon, Belmont. My same question for you. Who is known as the father of the nation?
Eric Williams, Dr. Eric Williams.
That is what we're saying.
Thank you very
Dr.
much.
Eric Williams.
Ooh,
Sharon, congratulations. Don't go anywhere. Hold the line so we can get your information. And of course, I'm sending happy Father's Day greetings to your husband or anybody who you're celebrating with this weekend. So have a great one. Sharon is the winner.
I mean, we have more things to give away, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, I want to give you 2 tickets to head to Enchanted this weekend. Of course, that's the concert we spoke about last week, I believe it was, featuring Ravi B. And is Ben Paraj, is his name?
Let's find out.
I don't want to misquote it, but
I don't want to misquote it either. But Santa Cruz wants to win 2 tickets to go to Ravi B's concert this weekend. Good morning, Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz doesn't want to
hello. Too long.
No? All right, cool. Well, I mean, I guess We could just have to wait for
Yeah,
the
we
call.
call somebody else to call it.
6224010. Give us a call and let us know. Well, I don't let us know nothing yet. I'd ask you the
Yes,
question.
that's question. And we're not prepping you with the question before. We're putting you on the spot this morning.
I really don't know what
Call.
question I'm going to ask yet. I'm
We're
going to
putting you on the spot this morning.
look down depending on who called and see what number we
Like,
pick.
Ruckus, I wanted to ask, because I know that Errol would have started us off in terms of the tips for fathers, and I think you were shaking your head when he was talking about being present at all times. Did that resonate with you?
Well, of course, that's one of the most important things of fatherhood is,
Yeah.
I mean, I just like Errol work in entertainment, and lots of nights I am not at home.
Yes.
For whatever reasons, work-wise, and then I leave at this ridiculous hour in the
Right.
morning. But one of the things I make sure I do is I wake up my daughter every morning before I leave to go to work.
Yeah.
Because she has to go to school, but also it's like just part of the routine as being present, like you said, is crucial. So when you're there, be there. Like, they have sometimes, and I remember being younger and noticing, whether it be my older peers who had children before me or
Yeah.
whatever the case is. And sometimes, you don't realize the value of being present. So sometimes they could be there, but they're on the phone the whole time.
Mhm.
Or they're kind of there, but they're not really there. And you see it later on. I mean, I've heard friends complain about things like that as well, that their fathers weren't
Were
as
not there
present.
present, yeah.
Yeah, they might be wrong, but it wasn't present. You know what I mean? So it is important. It's crucial.
Yeah.
It's one thing to just physically be there, but it's a whole next thing to actually be there and engage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tash, I wanted to come to you. I know it's a very sensitive issue. Your father passed.
Yeah.
How is Father's Day usually for you?
I mean, now it's just reflection, really, and celebration on, the life and what he imparted onto me. And just really giving thanks. That's the most important thing. And trying not to become too emotional.
Yes, I know.
All right, well, let's get back to the ticket giveaways. We have Arima on the line this morning. Arima wants to go to Ravi B's concert, Enchanted. Good morning, Arima.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, quick question to see if you want to go to see if you could, let me see which question I'm asking you here, bro.
An easy question, an easy question.
All right, hear this one. According to James Brown's song, Papa's got a brand new what?
Papa got a brand new one.
A brand new what?
Name the song.
Was it the rest of the lyric?
Yeah.
Papa's got a brand new.
Wow, Parry on the spot there, bro.
A brand new son.
I mean, he probably does. But,
but that's not the lyric,
that's
unfortunately.
Not the lyric. I just know. Hold on, Arima. Hold on.
Give him an easy one now.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah.
Hold on, Arima. I feel like that was a.
Give him an easy one now.
What is an easy one here?
charades?
Who is known as the father of soca?
Who?
Marshall Montano.
You enjoy the rest of your day, sir. Thank you very much for calling. I tried. I really did, guys. I'm sorry.
Come on.
All right. So
If Arima had said Kitchener, like I might have buy it
Right,
because
yeah,
I could have said, Arima and Kitchener.
Maybe.
But sir,
back to social studies.
but sir,
I just
Culture
love
studies,
the
guys.
confidence with the response. Marshall Montano.
Exactly.
So much
Listen,
confidence with
you
the
have to be
response.
confident. I agree with you. Rockers. Kimberly.
I was trying to get a song as a hint. Bam, 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 bam.
I'm trying to do charades right now. Like,
wake up. I'm trying to get a song. It's so simple. Da, 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 da. Hint. Da, 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 da,
I don't know how to move on from this.
So 62240.
Diego Martin, I think, is on the line.
Okay, great.
Diego Martin.
Hi, morning. Hello.
Morning, guys.
Hi,
Diego Martin.
You're calling from Diego Martin, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, I need you to really do me a favor and make us proud this morning. And just let me know who is the father of soca? Who's called the father of soca?
I mean, for God's sake, that's Ras Shorty, I mean.
Aye,
For
thank you.
somebody's sake. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Congratulations. You're getting 2 tickets to go to Ravi B's Enchanted this weekend. Hold the line, and we will give you that information to collect your tickets. And happy Father's Day to you.
Yes.
Wow.
It's the confidence with Arima boy. He was so sure. We didn't say king, we said father. It's 2 different titles.
All right, so we have another giveaway for you right here, right now on the Now Morning Show. It's time to give away 1 dozen cupcakes from Delia's Cakery in Santa Cruz, or I believe we have a caller on the line already. We've just had
I think
awesome.
Tash won them
All right.
cupcakes. That's
Santa
going
Cruz
on.
is on the line. Good morning, Santa Cruz.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
All right.
How are you
so
guys doing?
We are continuing with the questions, and we're good. We're definitely keeping ourselves composed this morning, that's for sure. So, Santa Cruz, in order to win a dozen cupcakes from Delia's Cakery, look at them. Aren't they beautiful, lovely, and blue? We already have them here in TTT. So once you answer this correctly, you can come and pick them up. Are you ready for the question?
I hope so.
All right, you're ready for the question. Name the family who won International Soca Monarch, Road March, and Calypso Monarch titles.
Now, could that be the Viking family of Bungie and Fayan and... Yeah.
One more. Who's the father? Who's the father?
Bungie Garland.
No, not he father. He father-in-law. He father-in-law.
Austin Lyons. The blue.
There's one more daughter.
And that gentleman's other daughter.
Kerry Lyons.
Oh, Jesus and nature.
Congratulations.
I feel like I walk into them cupcakes
Santa
here.
Cruz.
I'm going to take one for that. I'm going to take one of the cupcakes for that.
You see? Very nice, Santa Cruz. We are a team. We work together. So do us a favor, Santa Cruz. Stay on the line and we'll take your information. And congratulations. And congratulations to all the winners so far. Stay tuned. There's more coming up right after the break.
Best late entry of the century. Braga. Yo, I'm not going no small fret. Let me
Cold or flu? Take Panadol multi-symptoms. Relief in minutes. 7 cold and flu symptoms. Panadol. Release starts here.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch.
It's kinda overrated if you ask me. All the girls they made of plastic, isn't life fantastic? I see them on the TV in a silicone casket. Change your parents just to...
Ooh, you, ooh, you, ooh, you, ooh, you, oh, 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 yeah, yeah.
He always wanted to be a concert artist, and there are not many concerts that people just come to hear music and listen.
Be watching Let's Talk Tobago on TTT, Sundays 9:30 a.m. and rebroadcast Tuesdays 8 p.m.
Too hot to handle. And the young star has seized this moment.
People show scouting for talent. Thank you for viewing, ladies and gentlemen. Our program today featured Ram and Moody.
12 and Under became the benchmark for children's shows.
Line and Length, the #1 cricket program in the West Indies, is on TTT. Line and Length brings you up-to-date interviews, analysis, and highlights on the game in the region and internationally. Plus, there's an added bonus to receive a gift of gear each month with our grassroots program. Go to lineandlength.net to learn more. Line and Length in association with Massey United Insurance on TTT.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. You hear that music in the background there, Streak Analysis, a song called Mix Up. And it's actually ironic because there's a new television series coming soon to TTT called Mixed Up. And this morning I have the director, Mr. Nigel Thompson, here with me, as well as wardrobe boss, Lisa Gittins. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having us.
How are you all doing this morning?
Good. Good.
How was the experience on Mixed Up? Let me start with Lisa.
You're putting me on the spot.
Well,
how was the experience?
First of all, tell me your role as the wardrobe manager. What does the role entail?
Okay, so for wardrobe coordinator, you have to dress all the characters, which means you pick out their outfits and you keep them current all the way through. Lots of times you won't shoot your scenes in order, so you have to make sure that when it gets edited back together at the end, you've lined it up correctly so that it will look seamless on screen. Right. But I like to talk about wardrobe because I think people think, oh, you just pick outfits, how hard is that? But actually it is storytelling, because what you wear says so much about yourself, your position in the world, the mood that you're in. It can foreshadow something that's coming up later in the script. So I really think of it as like visual storytelling, and I really enjoy kind of hiding hidden clues in the outfits, or thinking about how this is going to translate later on when you learn something that you didn't know at the time you first saw it, and stuff like that. So I really go deep into a script when I'm breaking down.
And you have the I don't say flexibility or freedom to be able to decide, all right, this is how the character dresses, and you play a part in that, or is it that you're instructed by, let's say, the creative director?
I play a part. I mean, the truth is the concept and the creative vision is the showrunner and the technical director in this case. So basically my job is to fulfill their brief, and within that then I kind of riff on my own ideas.
And stuff inside.
You know, they will have really clear ideas for me to work within, but I will then, if I really like something, I might argue, no, this has to go in, or this is right for this. So, but generally my job is to fulfill the creative brief.
All right, Nigel, let me jump across to you. As the director of this sitcom, did you have to make any adjustments in your directing style as compared to other things that you would have worked on before?
I did in a few instances. Sitcoms are a bit different. Right. The showrunner usually has a little more say in what happens on set. But it's my job to steer the ship in the right direction, because, especially because of this was a first of its kind, I had to shift things a bit. So, you know, people might want certain things, but I had to keep the reins in, keep everybody on stream. So in this instance, it was slightly different, but almost the same. I had to like lean back a bit. Right. Don't push too much.
And this is compared to film?
Film is total autonomy.
Right. The director is the boss in film.
You have to take the reins of everything. I mean, in this instance, I had to, because at the end of the day, as a director, your job is not just what happens in front of the camera, it's also how the team works together and keep everybody harmonious. So it was the same thing in this instance. On a film, total autonomy. You have say for everything. Although I said that, but at the end of the day, it's always a team effort. Like even in this instance, like Lisa doing her stuff, people have to understand that even though you're doing this, you have to give all the staff their freedom, because you bring in people in as a creative.
As skilled workers.
That's right.
Right? But a big part of one of the things that Leslie spoke about earlier this week was upskilling people and training people. Was that also a part of your processes in terms of, I mean, you're the professionals, you'll have been doing this, but were you able to pass on some of your knowledge to, I don't know, intern, or how did it work?
Well, I got a PA, well, she helped me out as a PA, but she's actually highly skilled already, but she hadn't done any wardrobe work at all.
Okay.
So it's really good. She'll want to go on and do other things in film, but if you have done some like time in a department and you understand how that department works, that can only like increase what you have in your toolbox for when you want to get to the level where you might be directing or creating. You know, it's really worthwhile to have to drill down into how the different departments work, because then you understand how all the cogs kind of come together in production, you know?
And would you say you were able to upskill some people as well too?
Yeah, there were two interns from TTT that was there. It was not interns, they was just the actual professionals, but they've never worked on a set like that before. As well as some of the guys from the studio that we worked out of. I actually found some very good camera ops at that studio. Rodney Simangal and his team. Great guys.
So I mean, the idea is that, you know, we're making the industry a little bit smaller, in terms of making everybody connected a little bit better so that you have a bigger pool to choose from, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Lisa, I'm going to be real frank, right? So
Okay.
forgive me.
Oh, jeez.
From a financial perspective,
Yes.
being a wardrobe manager,
Yes.
talk to me.
Oh
Like,
my
that making
Lord.
sense?
Hold on. Let's reverse and say, being somebody in the creative industries in Trinidad, we could start there,
We could
right?
start there and come down,
So
right?
how does it make sense? So for me, it makes sense for a lot of reasons, right? One, the paychecks vary from project to project. Two, I have 2 kids at home and I'm a very involved mother. 3, I have my own small business, right? I make clothes. But why the film and the production work fits in for me is because it's an immediate paycheck. As I say, sometimes they're great, sometimes you do it out of the love of the project. But creatively fulfilling, it then feeds back into my mothering and my other business, because when I'm on a set, it is like a holiday from life. I don't know how to describe what, as pressurized as it is, as crazy as it can be, as fast-paced, as long, it fills my creative cup in a very particular way. So yeah, maybe not hugely financially. In some cases, yes, not all cases, but it's part of the matrix of how I operate my career in the creative industries here.
Now, Nigel, you're also, operating in the creative industries, more full-time, I think.
Yeah.
And you're also a dad, celebrating Father's Day this weekend. How you balance that life? We spoke to Errol Fabian earlier, and he talked about being present when you're able to. When you're there, you're there.
I will not lie, it's a bit difficult, like, especially like now. My son is autistic, so he needs extra care.
Yeah.
And I'm a single dad. So the balance is difficult, wouldn't lie. Right now he's waiting because he wants to go see his aunt. So when I'm done here, I have to figure that out. But hey, at the end of the day, just like Lisa said, it's doing what we do. If you're into this thing, it's your life. And for me, I'm one of the few people who can say that I know that this is what I've been born for.
Yeah.
So I've been putting my heart and soul into it since I've been, 17 years old. So.
And we've seen it pay off time and time again, and it continues to, and we look forward to the next project that we should be seeing from you. And they probably don't move on to work on our next one already.
Oh, yeah.
But we are looking forward to seeing Mixed Up. It's coming soon, and it's going to be showing right here on TTT as well, so you definitely have the opportunity to see it. I want to thank you both for joining us this morning.
Thank you,
Lisa, thank you very much for being here.
No
and
problem.
Congratulations on the show. I think it's, I'm excited for
Me
it.
too.
I can't tell a
Very
lie.
excited.
And Nigel, of course, congratulations to you, sir, and happy Father's Day in advance. And do enjoy your weekend, guys. We take a quick break and come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Stick around.
Get ready for Soul of the City. On Saturday, 17th June, Twin Walls, San Fernando comes alive with peace, love, and unity. Heading to San Fernando, straight out of St. Kitts, the new sensation, Byron Messiah. Hailing from Rockfort, Kingston, Jamaica, the Rockstar, After 3 years, reaching the love, Prince Sweaty.
Sit down and wonder what's my next move.
Son of the soil, advocating for peace, love, and unity, Jolano. Bringing the steam to dancehall, Squid, Lady Lava, and Tempa. Tickets available at and islandetickets.com. Sponsors. Soul of the City, Saturday, 17 June, Twin Walls, San Fernando.
From Mumbai to San Juan, Delhi to Shoguanas, Tamil Nadu to San Fernando. Hamara Desh, our country, highlights the culture brought to us from India by our indentured laborers. Bharat hai Hamara. India is ours. This competition and mentorship program strives to cultivate and mold the innate abilities of our participants. Trinidad and Tobago's talent on full display. Mark your calendars for every Saturday from June 10th as we bring the action to you on TTT. Together, we give back to our country. Hamara Desh.
another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
It's your birthday, baby. Birthday, baby. Birthday, baby. Birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday, baby.
If you're celebrating your birthday today, let me take a moment to say happy birthday to you. I hope that you have a fantastic one and you're able to enjoy the entire weekend. We send in love, and more love, especially to you, Lorraine O'Connor. Thank you so much for being you. Happy birthday to you, Lorraine. I hope that you have a fantastic day today. Of course, Lorraine has been in the creative industries for a very long time, and she's been definitely one of the key movers and shakers in the industries. Of course, she would have recently started C19, which is basically a financial hub for creatives to be able to explore and to fund their projects. She also is a producer, a manager, an explorer, if you will, an aromatherapist, and she has her own brand called Infused Pure Therapy. So we say good morning to you, Lorraine, and happy birthday. I hope you have a great day today. Let me also take a moment to say happy birthday to Miss Carla Beckers, who celebrates her birthday today as well. Carla is the person behind, the main force behind Just Girls, I believe is the name of the band.
Right, yes.
And she's been on the show several times.
Yeah, she has really nice products. Morning, Carla. I actually interviewed her for my See Yourself. Morning, Carla. Have a good one. I got excited because she's just an all-around beautiful person. I'm keeping the birthday greetings going because I want to say a special happy birthday going out to Mr. Wyatt Gallery, who is an international photographer, and I know that he is also the husband of Anya Ayangchi, and so I know that he's going to be celebrating both birthday and Father's Day this weekend with their two lovely children and also Anya. So Mr. Wyatt Gallery, happy birthday to you wherever you are. I hope you have an amazing day and an even better Father's Day.
We are also sending birthday greetings from now to Judith O'Connor of Forward 40. Happy birthday, Judith, knowing that you're going to have an absolutely incredible day. I also need to share happy birthday as well, going out. Oh, there you see, there's Judith on screen first. Let's just give a moment for all that beauty.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing woman. And also just like to say a happy birthday today to Suzanne Gomes. I know you're going to have an incredible day. You're going to have an amazing evening as well. And happy birthday on Sunday to Stefan Roger.
All right, guys, so we have some Father's Day greetings that would have come in via our email, etc., that we want to make sure and say good morning. Let me say good morning and happy Father's Day going out to Sunil. It's coming from his wife, Rina Ramkisoon, and his son, Jadon. Happy Father's Day to you, Sunil. Hope you have a great weekend, and they make sure they feed you and things, Sunil. Tell them I say so. Let me also say a happy Father's Day going out to Prince Ayers. Isn't he godfather? But Prince, happy birthday. I thought we had renamed him to King.
We did.
No, you renamed him to King.
We did rename him to King.
But I like Prince because of his centenarian title.
After 100, he had to become King. You can't be Prince no more.
He's Prince among the family, understand?
No, he's the King among the family.
Prince.
Well, happy Father's Day to you, Prince. Of course, your entire family sends their love, and they send to say that they love you and they wish that you could spend many more with them, from all your children and the rest of the family. So big up to you, Prince.
Father's Day greetings also go out to Mr. William Jeffers from your wife and 3 children, Marie, Colin, Chriselle, and Cornell. So wife is Marie. Anyway, I'm reading what I'm seeing here, William. Let's take it one more time. William Jeffers, greetings from Marie, Colin, Chriselle, and Connell. They want to ensure that you have a happy Father's Day. So please continue to enjoy your day. I'm also sending, 11-year-old Malachi Thomas says his father, Nigel Thomas, is very special to him. His father cares for him and loves him and spends time with him. His dad is also his hero, and he's sending happy Father's Day, and that he he loves him very much. So Dad, Nigel Thomas, your 11-year-old son Malachi Thomas sends you a big Father's Day greeting. Please enjoy.
And also happy Father's Day to you, Akil, from your entire family. Wishing you many more. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Happy Father's Day to you, and happy Father's Day to Gabriel, sorry. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh God, Gabriel, I'm sorry. Happy Father's Day to Gabriel Cummings from your daughter Zara and grandson Jace. Oh wow.
Lovely family.
Absolutely amazing. And also, if I'm not mistaken, happy Father's Day to our crew.
Ooh.
All right. So happy Father's Day to all of the gentlemen here on the Now Morning Show.
Happy Father's Day greeting to Nicholas, to Sayo, to Gobin, and also to Lucas. Ali,
yeah, but you can still get a little big up to Herders, to Carlos.
Oh,
Carlos
yes, Carlos. Yeah. Yes, he does.
I mean,
Carlos, no?
Who he had to run with?
Y'all don't want to hear what my director just said in my ear. We're going to keep that right there between
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day as well to Daniel Williams. Hoping that you have a wonderful day as well. This comes from Nick, another father right here. This is Nick's daddy.
Oh.
Oh, no, sorry. It's not Nick's daddy.
That's his family.
That's his family.
I know saying that gentleman is not Nick's daddy.
My bad. Sorry.
There is no way.
We're just having...
If you all see Nick, there's no way that gentleman is his father. But that's his family.
I was thinking about Patty. Patty,
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Henry, happy Father's Day.
Henry, happy Father's Day, yes.
I say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Everybody, all the gentlemen at TTT, we say a happy Father's Day to you, and we appreciate you guys. Let me say happy Father's Day to my father, Mr. John Remy. Happy Father's Day. Not even here. He's celebrating wherever he's celebrating.
Nice. Well, as you do that, I want to say happy Father's Day to my father who's in heaven. I know you're watching down. You're missed, and you are loved unconditionally.
Sending happy Father's Day as well to my father, who I know is looking on right now. Happy Father's Day to you. Have a fantastic weekend.
All right, guys, if you want to reach out to us for the future, you can definitely do so by emailing us at togetonnow@ttt.co.tt. Give us a call later on. We still have things to give away. All kind of things still to come. So give us a call at 622-4010. Or you can feel free to slide in our DMs on Instagram or Facebook at Now Morning Show or at TTT Live Online. We're streaming as well on Facebook. So thank you so much for being here with us on Facebook. We appreciate you guys so very much. Happy Father's Day to all of you in the comment section. We appreciate you. Send Daddy your love this morning. And also, those of you streaming live on TTT.live, we appreciate you being here as well. Let's take that quick break and come back with more. We have more giveaways coming up and a special performance today. So stick around. It's going to be nice.
Babies, when you see I'm gone, let the music carry on. Shine your love light in the sky. Let the message shine so bright.
For variety, quality, and the best prices on furniture, appliances, electronics, bedroom, and so much more, come to Fens of Marabella, Chaguanas, Pinal, and Payako, where our friendly and courteous staff are waiting to serve you. Visit us in-store or call 650-FENS. That's 650-3367 for further information. Fens of Trinidad and Tobago, serving generations.
This is huge! Huge!
TDT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Be watching Let's Talk Tobago on TTT, Sundays 9:30 a.m. and rebroadcast Tuesdays 8 p.m.
Football is back. The TT Premier League brings the thrill of pro football to venues throughout the country and on your screen. 12 teams, one title, and TTT Sports has every angle on First Team. TTT's got the games. Wayne Cunningham, Jovan Ravello, and expert analysts break down the action every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. on First Team. Catch the highlights, hear the views from the top tier. First Team, 8:30 p.m. Tuesdays on the home of the TT Premier Football League, TTT.
Once upon a time, he was a teacher, full of knowledge and wisdom, a warrior with the eye of a hunter who was smitten with dreams and visions and who struggled to give them meaning, who walked the hard road off the beaten track to plunge into the black abyss of his self in pursuit of what he did not know, but who knew without a doubt, and when asked would shout, "I am moving towards something that awaits me that will perhaps fulfill me."
TTT News, online and fully interactive. Follow us on social media at TTT Live Online.
You know it is the only way. Hear me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Will you always be your best and do better than the rest? Trusting up to manifest. You know that you're always blessed. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know it is the only way. Hear me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Of course, this is our Father's Day edition. Our phone lines are now open. Give us a call, 622-4010, because we have tons of giveaways coming up in this segment. Let me also say a special good morning to all. The opening billboard there would have featured all our staff at TTT, well, some actually with their fathers. And so we would have seen Raucus, our producer Leslie, and a whole bunch of others. So we appreciate that they were actually showcasing their fathers. Tash, you were in that billboard as well?
Yes.
I didn't recognize you, but I was looking at the faces to see who I recognized. And so those are some of our staff smiling proudly with their father. But remember, you can also call in now to win maybe a prize for your father, or maybe dad, you can call in and win a prize for yourself. Now, I'm about to tell you what we are going to give away, because there are some rules with this giveaway. So I'm giving away one Gen Care Spa treatment. Why am I saying there are rules? Because, Mom, you can't call and win the package and want to go down to Gen Care. It doesn't work like that, right?
Ladies,
it does not work like that, all right? So if you're calling, you can call, but remember, this package is for dad. And remember, you can't go home and say that you want it, because it is non-transferable, all right? So you can't transfer it to yourself. If you're calling on behalf of dad, that's totally fine, but this is absolutely for dad. So remember, at this time, we're giving away one Gen Care Spa voucher. Raucus can sing their praises because he's actually been there before.
Earlier, I see them packages
So
up
give
on
us
the
a call.
screen. I am going to solidly recommend the royal treatment.
Okay.
Like, take the time and do the royal treatment. After that, you can get the gentleman's
What
price.
happens at the royal treatments?
You don't worry about that now. I'm talking to the fellas, right? Fellas, go and get the royal treatment.
This is why
No, that would include the
Right.
fishy wash and the massage and the full work, top to bottom, you know? A shine and buff.
So remember, lines are open, 622-4010. Dad, this is your chance. I promise I have a very, very easy question for you. And La Hocketa actually wants to try their luck. La Hocketa, good morning.
Pleasant morning.
Hi, La Hocketa. How are you this morning?
Great, great.
Now, this is for the gentleman in your life. Okay, La Hocketa? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so let's go. Very, very easy question, because I think you can handle it, La Hocketa. According to the James Brown song, Papa's got a brand new what?
Papa got a brand new song?
No, a brand new... I'm trying to help you here.
I think this question is the worst question in the history of questions.
No?
Try again. Try another question.
I'm going to give you another one.
Try another one.
What is the most popular Father's Day gift of all time? And we featured it in the billboard. Of course. Okay, so La Hocketa was not with the question. La Hocketa is gone. But we do have Point Fortin who wants to give it a try. Point Fortin, good morning. How are you this morning, Point Fortin?
Good morning, good morning.
Point Fortin, I want to give you this Gen K Spa voucher. So I'm going to ask you the same question. You ready?
Yes, ready.
All right. According to the James Brown song, Papa's got a brand new what?
Oh, that question. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that question. Oh, that question.
You think you can handle it, Point Fortin?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm going to give you the second one then. What is the most popular Father's Day gift of all time?
A bow tie.
Yes, well, necktie, but we'll accept it same way.
All right.
Let me wish you a happy Father's Day, Point Fortin. Have an amazing weekend, but hold the line because we need to get your information. Have a good one.
Okay, sure.
So I am removing that James Brown. I'm sorry.
I removed it long time.
It's gone.
I'm like,
I mean,
so congratulations.
I would like to retract my first statement this morning where I said, don't Google, please, by all means.
You see what has happened?
Utilize it,
You see what has happened?
What else are we giving away, guys?
Ooh. Bushline tickets.
2 tickets to Bushline. Bushline is happening, I believe it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. And it's
guess
sold out?
what? It is absolutely sold out. So the only place you can get tickets to go Bushline is right here. Give us a call at 622-4010. I have a simple question this morning.
Okay, I can't wait to hear this.
It's only simple if you've seen the ads.
So it's on Saturday, yeah. This Saturday.
So give us a call, 622-4010. Once you call in, simple question. And the chances are very high that you're going to get the answer correct.
100%.
Chances are quite high. So I'm going to encourage you to call, and you can head down to UPIC this weekend, Saturday evening. Evening is brunch. Right?
Yeah, it's from 4 to 10.
4 to 10, right?
Yeah, food inclusive, cooler event.
Yes, you had to bring your drinks, but they have food like galore.
Food inclusive, yeah.
I feel like you just dropped a lot of
galore.
Oh, there's also a dress code, tropical.
These dress codes. Somebody's on the line. Good morning. Santa Cruz, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. I called before. I won before.
Who are you calling to win on behalf of?
Ah, lovely. On behalf of the next man that calls, and I'd like to answer the James Brown question, please, because I can't believe it.
Yes, take it away, please. Papa's got a brand new what?
Bag. Papa's got a brand new bag.
Thank you so much, Santa Cruz. We appreciate that calling for the answer. Unfortunately, we're not going to give away tickets just so easy. I mean, I appreciate you giving the answer, but I still need to give away the tickets. So give me a call at 622-4010. Apparently, my producer is not into paying it forward. She is not into paying it forward. She's like, we cannot do that. That is not happening here. So give us a call, 622-4010, and you can win 2 tickets to Bushline. St. James, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, morning. How you doing?
Yeah, hi, morning.
Morning. Listen to me on the phone, not on the TV, please.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Fantastic. Who you calling to win tickets for?
On behalf of my brother.
And how much your brother have?
He have 1.
All right, just checking to make sure. Quick question. Name any 3 artists performing at Bushline.
Okay, we have Second Star, Nyla Blackman, and King David Rudder.
Well, look at you.
Wow.
Look at you, your brother, going down to the Bushline. I hope you carry you. Congratulations. Hold the line and we give you the information to get your tickets to Bushline.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right. Nice. Well, let me say happy Father's Day to all the fathers celebrating, and anybody who going down to Bushland this weekend, big up to you.
All right.
Congratulations.
And if you are interested in having a nice lunch or dinner with your father or that person in your life who is a father as well, it's time for you to win lunch or dinner for 2 at Mamma Mia. Give us a call at 622-4010. Morva is on the line. Morva, good morning. Morva is not on the line.
Morva was waiting too long. Morva was waiting a bit too long.
622-4010. Give us a call and you can win lunch or dinner for 2 at Mamma Mia. You know, I tried some of their desserts recently. Oh my goodness.
I had a proper meal at Mamma Mia
for my
birthday.
Right?
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Everything was amazing.
Morva is back. Morva, good morning.
Lucky boy.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine.
All right, it's wonderful to have you with us. And are you ready
Thank
for
you.
lunch or dinner for 2 at Mamma Mia?
For your significant man, father, person? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I don't trust that laugh.
That laugh sounds suspicious.
Exactly.
All right, so pretty easy question for you. Port of Spain singer Second Star is the son of which nation building Calypsonian?
Merchant.
There we go. Correct is right. So
easy like that. Easy like that.
Congratulations, Mova. Stay on the line. We're going to take your information off the air, and you will be going to lunch or dinner for two at Mamma Mia. All right.
All right, and we are keeping the greetings going because we now have two, well, the giveaways that is, we now have two Freedom Jazz Jam ticks with none other than Auntie Vaughan at Bigford, who I know is watching the show because she watches the show all the time. Good morning, Auntie Vaughanette. I hope you have an amazing one, but we're giving away 2 tickets to her show.
Right now, Vaughanette's shaking, she's going, eyes not your auntie.
Listen, I interviewed her once, and she said I can call her auntie. I have dibs. So this is taking place at Naparima Bowl on July 22nd. It's actually taking place from 5 p.m. if I'm saying that correctly, and it's going to be featuring Vaughan at Bigford and I believe with a host of other people. So you do not want to miss this. And La Hocketa wants to get in the game. La Hocketa, good morning. La Hocketa, are you there with us?
Yes.
La Hocketa, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Are you ready to win 2 tickets to see Miss Vaughan at Bigford on July 22nd?
Yes.
All right, answer me this question. Santa Claus is commonly known as?
Santa Claus is commonly known as?
You have to fill in the blank. What is he normally known as?
Santa Claus.
Oh, you're a wicked boy.
Giving you 5 more seconds, no?
Look, I'll give you a hint. The theme of this show today is fathers, right? So if you had to put Santa Claus into a father bracket, what bracket would that be?
The father.
All right, Stella Hocketa, let me thank you so much for calling us this morning. And if you are a father, happy Father's Day to you. Have a good one.
Okay.
622-4010. Remember, you can win 2 tickets to the Freedom Jazz Jam with Vaughan at Bigford. That's coming up on July 22nd. We want to give you that ticket. Well, those tickets, in fact, I thought it would have been an easy question. And now Aruka wants to give it a try. Aruka, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Aruka, I love your vibe. Good morning. How are you?
I've tried whole morning to get through.
Well, I hope to give you those tickets, Aruka, quickly. Santa Claus is commonly known as the father of...
What?
Father Christmas.
Yes, Aruka. Congratulations. Quickly, who are you winning the tickets for, Aruka?
My husband, Colin Bartholomew.
Oh, well, I'm sure he's going to be taking you down to the Freedom Jazz Jam on July 22nd. So I hope that you'll have a fantastic time. But hold the line. We're going to take your information.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good one.
What if you want to make it a boys'
And that is how we are doing it on the Now Morning Show.
Before we take the break quickly, Vaughan at Bigford just messaged and she said Auntie V is for children 12 and under.
Auntie V,
we are too old
Auntie
to
V,
call her Auntie V.
Are you seeing this face
Are you
that Kathy put together?
We are seeing
all
the
right,
face.
Auntie V.
So
let me take a break before this goes down the completely wrong road, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
In the end, you'll always solve them. Yeah. It's what your mama say. It's the only way. Be yourself and never try to be.
Stand in the gap for Trinidad and Tobago in collaboration with churches and ministry organizations in TNT invites you to its 7th National Day of Prayer at Woodford Square, Knox Street, Port of Spain from 2 p.m. on June 19th. All are invited. Come for a time of repentance, prayer, and renewal. Hosted by National Global Administrator, Apostle Dr. Victor Jogi.
Blow the trumpet in Zion, Zion. Sound the alarm on my holy mountain. Get ready for national prayer gatherings in our country. We are looking for an unprecedented move of God, and you're invited. All our pastors, all our churches, the body of Christ, and every person in Trinidad. God is calling you out. The National Solemn Assembly. God richly bless you.
It's the 7th National Day of Prayer, June 19th, Woodford Square, 2 p.m. Be there.
When strong pain strikes, I take Panadol Ultra. That relieves fast 5 types of tough pain. That's when I feel my pain starting to fade and I'm going back to myself. Panadol. Release starts here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch.
It's kinda overrated if you ask me. All the girls they made of plastic, isn't life fantastic? I see them on the TV in a silicone casket. Change your parents just to.
Ooh, you, ooh, you, ooh, you, ooh, you, oh, 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 yeah, yeah.
I always wanted to be a concert artist, and there are not many concerts that people just come to hear music and listen.
TTT News, first at 6:30 p.m. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Together in one big splashdown fiesta. A Caribbean connection, a regional vibration. I say we jamming to the songs of the Caribbean, we grooving to calypso and steel band.
Going into the segment with the fabulous sounds of Merchant, and going into a fabulous segment with none other than Robert Young, a man of the cloth. It's your... I need to be careful with that, because when I say man of the cloth, you know what that means, right?
I'm not sure.
But you can win a designer shirt for your dad from the Cloth Collection by giving us a call in the segment at 622-4010. But for now, we're going to have a conversation with the man of the cloth. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. What is so funny about that?
You see, when one starts to laugh, it's just this ripple effect. But it's a pleasure to have you with us this morning, and thank you for your service to us as a nation.
Service? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Robert, you act like you don't get these sort of recognitions often.
It's what I do.
Right.
And I've been doing it since I was 21.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so if I have a child, it's the cloth.
Wow. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Tell us about the Portugal Fashion Week.
That was organized by, actually, CARICOM is part of the Afrem Bank, which is a bank with 53 African countries and 8 CARICOM countries. And there's a project called CANEX, which is the creative nexus that happens, an African project where they work with creative industries around the world.
Right.
And right now they're actually trying to find another Caribbean designer to show, not another Trinidadian, because the cloth showed this year, and meaning showed last year, and we're trying to find somebody from other parts of the region who's already listening to the show.
Yeah.
So Portugal Fashion Week was a project with 9 other designers. There was a Madagascan designer who's living in Cambodia who does the most amazing silk. Designers from Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa. And this is the first time that the show was completely incorporated in the Portugal Fashion Week. This happened in March.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So, Robert, you just mentioned to us that you've been doing this since you were 21. Did you think when you started that you would be where you are today?
Somebody asked me that the other day if I gave myself, I was looking at consent as an idea, if I gave my consent to be doing this 37 years later.
Yeah.
Not particularly, but it's something that I do, and I think I'll be doing it for the next 20 years or so. I am 58, I'll be 60 next year.
Wow, big 60 milestone. Amazing. And so 60 beyond.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the club?
Well, hopefully we find another creative director in the next period, because I've been doing this, thinking about it all the time. The cloth is based in 24 Road, Belmont, in the Grandiston Lab, which is connected to Alice Yard.
Okay, yes,
we're on the ground floor there.
Yeah.
So a new collection. We are doing next week. I'm doing a pop-up at Zawali in DC. It's an African art shop, and then Fashion TT is taking 6 designers or 5 designers to London in July. Mei-Ling and myself and other people are going. And then in August, I'm doing a pop-up in Martha's Vineyard. First, 2nd of August, and then we did a project. We are involved in something at the Smithsonian African Art Museum. I worked with the artist Ayana Jackson.
Right.
And there is I am invited to talk and show something at the Smithsonian African Art Gallery in September.
Was this the one that at the Smithsonian?
Yes, but this piece here is actually another designer, because we did the piece where she was underwater. She dives as much as 100 feet in a costume like we did. So this is as big as this room. Installation,
right?
Video installation of when you go into the room, you basically see her diving.
Wow.
And the idea of that show is that people who are coming into enforced servitude, what we call slavery, involuntary enforced servitude.
Yes.
People who were either sick, women who were pregnant and sick, or women who decided that they didn't want to put their children into slavery.
They do both.
Right. So the idea is this Drexia, which is a band in Detroit, who said they're Drexians, and those are the beings that survived. The idea is that water spirits birthed these children, and there's a whole world under the water.
Okay.
So she's imagining that world in that exhibition. It's an amazing exhibition.
Yes.
Anybody who gets to DC should go see it, because it's up for a year and a half till the end of 2024. It's a significant exhibition, massive, and people should see it.
It sounds amazing. And so, with everything that you've shared, from your work to your history in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the world, do you have any words of wisdom for the younger generation who are interested in pursuing this as a life path but are not sure where to start?
Suppose ask yourself the permission if you're going to do it for a long time.
That consent, right?
Yeah, the consent, because we live in a place where consent is minimal, not even for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Try. I think make work and sell your work before you even figure out how to brand it, because branding is an observation that people did later on, where people have a historical, emotional, cultural relationship with the thing that you do, and it's not the logo, not the how you look. It's how people feel about what happens to what you do.
Yeah.
Right? And so work on getting your work out, getting it made, getting it sold if you can get it sold, because I think the most revolutionary thing for us in the Caribbean, where things are made outside, because it's very difficult to get things made here now. It's much harder. The space is different. People not that hard work of sewing a garment is a skill. Technology is not like doing a reel.
Yeah.
Right?
It's something different.
It's something real.
Yes.
Right? It's not like that. So the creativity is like 6 hours or 8 hours piece of work that you have to put on. So do that, because it's holding on to a historical technology.
Let me just pause you quickly, Robert, because we have somebody online who wants to win one of your pieces, and I believe that person is Point Fortin. Point Fortin, good morning. I believe our pieces are coming up on the screen as we speak. Hi, Point Fortin, morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine, thanks.
All right, nice. So I'm going to ask you to listen to me on the phone, but look at your screen, because we're seeing 3 options. And if you answer my question correctly, you can choose one for that special gentleman in your life. So look at them. This is the second option. And the third should be coming up soon. And Point Fortin, my question for you would actually be something that we would have discussed in the interview this morning with Robert. He mentioned that there's an amazing exhibition right now in DC at a very special museum. Can you give us the name of that museum?
Oh, boy. No, I missed it.
Robert says it's a hard question. So, Robert, give us a question. Give us something easy.
What year the cloth started?
What's the question? Could you repeat?
I said you just so long. All right, sorry. Okay. All right. Which person wore the cloth as a performer in your history? Anybody who's been dressed by the cloth as a performer. Could be a steel band. It could be calypsonian, soca artist.
Anybody?
Yeah.
I'll just make a wild guess. I really don't know. Marshall Montano.
I mean, happy
Unfortunately not, but Point Fortin, let me just thank you so much for calling. We're going to try to see if we can give somebody else a chance. So thank you so much, Point Fortin. Yeah?
I called him to win the ticket. I don't understand. I called him to win
Rokas, no. We are not doing that. We're not doing that. But while we wait for the other call, Robert, I wanted to ask you a question. You've been showcasing stuff, let's say, as part of the African diaspora, but not necessarily as part of that Caribbean culture. Is it hard for Caribbean designers to break into the international fashion weeks? Like, do you have to align yourself with the African diaspora, or was that intentional?
It was intentional because it was paid for by this bank, right? Because it's not cheap to get into the show. Shows are, to get into a market, I think you have to build relationships. So like you might have family abroad who might know a shop owner.
Yes.
Right? Let them talk on your behalf. Get a space, get hanging space in the shop. Do even try to figure out an order. Say, okay, I want to send up 10 things and see if they could, you can sell, let your auntie go and start next to it and see if they could. So that kind of way of where you have to build kind of confidence that you can emerge in a market space, right? So
let me just pause you again, Robert. Sorry, but we have San Fernando on the line, and I know that person wants to win one of those shirts, those designer shirts. San Fernando, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, San Fernando. How are you?
I am fine.
And you are winning this for?
Father's Day.
Okay, good. And I'm going to go to Robert again. Robert, tell us the question. Easy question, Robert, I beg you.
Same question. Performer, any performer or group who has won the cloth in the last 20 years? Yeah.
David Rudder.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you so much, San Fernando. Congratulations. Stay on the line because we're going to ask you what option you want and also just to get your information. And I'm sending a happy Father's Day greeting to whoever that special gentleman or gentlemen are in your life. Have a good one. All right, and that's how we do it.
Okay, well, we have more on the show. Robert, thank you so much for being with us. And thank you, of course, again for representing for us. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you for staying tuned to the Now Morning Show. There's more coming up with possibly a performance. So stay tuned.
Here she comes, my Caribbean baby. Hey, Dudu, what's happening? Come and talk to your man a while now. You know I love you, eh? She's everything you think she's all about, and everything you dream she'll be. She lips could bring love water to your mouth. She's a bacchanal.
If it matters to you, it matters to us. We report the news. News in real time. TTT News, first at 6:30 p.m. TTT News, online at www.ttt.live. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant. TTT News, nightly at 6:30.
I will make food security a reality.
I will design groundbreaking prototypes.
I will create the next life-saving vaccine.
Whatever your career aspirations, the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus is where tomorrow's game changers begin their journey. With fully accredited programs across 8 faculties, our graduates are innovating regionally and impacting globally. See what it's like to be UE. Visit sta.uwi.edu/apply.
Once upon a time, he was a teacher, full of knowledge and wisdom, a warrior with the eye of a hunter who was smitten with dreams and visions and who struggled to give them meaning, who walked the hard road off the beaten track to plunge into the black abyss of his self in pursuit of what he did not know, but who knew without a doubt, and when asked would shout, "I am moving towards something that awaits me," that will perhaps fulfill me.
James! Oh, and then too hot to handle. And the young star has seized this moment.
Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Those wise words there coming down from a gentleman who is a father and is celebrating Father's Day this weekend in a very, very special way. And he's no stranger to the show. Welcome back, college boy Jesse.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Back.
How you going?
I good, man. I good. Can't complain.
Now, I mean, where do we begin? You have two layers of a very interesting whirlwind of the past few years when it comes to Father's Day. One being you became a father.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How have you been enjoying that ride so far? Have you been sleeping?
No, it's
Good.
a process.
You're doing it right.
Yeah. Sleepless.
Sleepless. That's what we're talking about. And also in 2021, you would have lost your dad.
Yes.
How have you been balancing those emotions? Because I imagine that they juxtapose against each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. I mean, my father left a kind of a high mark for us to follow in terms of the role that he played as a father. He didn't just play the role to us, but to so many other people, throughout the years. Thousands of people, I should say.
Yeah.
He was a teacher for 30-something years also. So, he played father. He played the role for my family and also for so many other people around the world. So,
tell me one of the things that you would have learned from him that you plan to continue carrying on.
Just being there. I don't know how he did it, but he was just there for every single thing that I did. Every race I run, every football game, even training sessions, and everything, calypso competitions. He was just there all the time.
Yeah.
And I will try my best, to follow suit and be there for my daughter. Yeah.
And you see, we spoke about that earlier this morning. Errol Fabian was saying, and he said, being present is one of the key things.
Yeah.
So it's ironic that you weren't even here when he said that. You probably was on the road when you were here still.
Yeah.
But it's ironic because that means that it's obviously true. I mean, I think it's a common thread that we've been realizing is a very important factor. Just being there, being present.
Yes.
I understand that you're doing a 5K run in celebration of your dad.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Lennox Stewart 5K run is something that we started since he passed. He passed this Saturday, which is tomorrow, would be 2 years since he passed. So he passed close to Father's Day also.
Saying that makes it even harder.
Yeah.
Boy.
And track and field is something that he did. He was a former Olympian for Trinidad and Tobago. He also was a Hall of Famer in university. And so we decided to create, a 5K run, in his honor, that could bring people together, bring the community together to also give back to youth development. So all proceeds goes to charity.
Okay.
Last year we supported the Abilene Athletic Club, which is another track and field club that raised many Olympians.
Yeah.
And this year we supported the Shogunas North Secondary School.
Okay.
And also there's another volleyball organization that we intend to support the youths with their development, financially and whatever they would need for equipment and whatnot. So yeah.
How can people be a part of it?
Registration is, we put the registration on Island e-tickets, and also we have a contact number 723-8164. You can call. Registration will close, I believe, tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow is the last day for registration. So you can call and register. It's just $100.
Okay.
Come out with your friends, family, and be a part of the community.
It's on Sunday, right?
It is on Sunday.
Right.
The race starts 5:30 sharp.
PM
5:30 a.m.
Views are
So it's that
criminal,
early
or?
morning. No, I mean, you don't want to be running in the hot sun. So
I mean, that's true.
we run when it's cool.
PM is option too. I just say it now, boy. Father's Day morning too.
So yeah, so you come out, you take a nice run with the family, and then you have the entire day. Then you have the entire day to relax with your father. You know,
And this is happening. It's happening on Jerningham Junction grounds.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
In Kunupio.
That's in Kunupio, yes.
All right, so you can register to be a part of it. You can head across the island, e-tickets, or you can give them a call at 723-8164.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. So, Jesse, besides, well, obviously, you're going to be taking part in the 5K and Sunday.
Yeah.
What's your
So-
plans to celebrate the rest of the Father's Day?
Relax and rest.
What's
Because
on?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've participated in such a race. Last year I was just a part of administration and
Right.
supporting everybody. This year I decided to run.
Oh, so you wouldn't have a choice but to rest. You're going to be born.
I'll be born.
Oh, all right. So here's what we're going to do for you, Jesse. Because you've been so good to the show, and we appreciate you coming here every time that you do, and you're giving back to your community, and you've been doing such a fantastic job. I think that you deserve some special treatment, and so do our producers, and so do the fantastic folks at Gen Care Day Spa. So on behalf of us here at TTT, and on behalf of Gen Care Day Spa, we want to present you with this voucher for a treatment, a service.
Thank you
You
guys
can
so
take
much.
some rest and relaxation time.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself, get a little mani, a little pedi, a little massage.
Well deserved, well deserved.
I think so. And celebrate Father's Day in fine style, Jesse.
Thank you.
Jesse, what advice would you give based on your experience so far as a
Yes.
father?
I mean,
what advice would you give to young men who are trying to figure out how to balance the creative life and fatherhood?
It's been 5 months. Yesterday she turned 5 months, and I mean, thus far, it's been a challenge. You basically have to really learn to balance everything in life. But firstly, to prioritize things. In everything that we do, family comes first. So that's the advice that I will give. And our role as fathers is very important, not just for kids, but for society on a whole. Because the role of a father will determine the role of people, I would say. Our role is very vital. We have mothers playing their roles all the time. And fathers kind of like sometimes there and sometimes not there. But it's very important for us to have that balance and for us to play our part and share the role as a parent in the household. So, yeah.
Well, I go say after that, boy, college boy, Jesse. Balancing fatherhood and work, and also, just making sure that you're present. I think that is the key message that I want to leave you all with this morning, making sure that you are present. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much to college boy Jesse for joining us this morning. I want to say thank you as well going out to all of our guests who would have joined us this morning, all of the companies that gave us things to give away. Congratulations to all of the winners this morning. And of course, I want to wish each and every father out there happy Father's Day. And I want to encourage you to continue to hug your sons, also to make good choices, and be present, like we've been saying.
Yeah.
Be present and make sure that you're there for your children. So on behalf of Kimberly D'Souza, on behalf of Natasha Lake, I'm Ruckus, wishing you a fantastic day. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to take a moment to say happy Father's Day to all of the fathers here at TTT Limited Media, and make sure that, of course, you celebrate your dads, you celebrate the men in your life. And you have a long weekend to do so, because on Monday, we have a holiday as well. It is Labor Day. So, spend the time wisely, and don't forget the reason for the actual holiday. Next week, we'll discuss a little bit more about it, but people literally fought and protested to be able to make sure that we have not just this holiday, but that we have labor laws in Trinidad and Tobago that take your work to a whole new level, your opportunities to a whole new level. So go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we definitely can achieve. Do enjoy your weekend. Happy Father's Day from all of us here at the Now Morning Show. Big man tune, Jesse.
Show Scouting for Talent.
Thank you for viewing, ladies and gentlemen. Our program today featured Ram and Moody.
Pavananda became the benchmark for children's shows.
is huge. Huge.
University, Riley. James! Oh, Captain! Too hot to handle. And the young star has seized this moment.
TTT News, delivering more news more often to more people. Follow us on social media at TTT Live Online. Log on to www.ttt.live.
Good morning. Welcome to TTT News. I am Roxanne Suraj, making the news at this time. 3 suspects were taken into custody within minutes of allegedly shooting a man in Maloney Gardens, Dabadie on Wednesday. According to police reports, around 8:30 a.m., a man was standing at the entrance of Building 9, Maloney Gardens, when 2 men armed with firearms approached him. The assailants then pointed the firearms in the direction of the man and several loud explosions were heard. The victim ran from the assailants, who escaped in an awaiting vehicle. The victim was taken to the Arima Health Facility. Police recovered 14 spent 9mm shells and 1 projectile at the scene. 20 minutes later, while on mobile patrol, officers intercepted a vehicle with 3 occupants where they found 2 illegal firearms and ammunition. The men were arrested and the items seized. Investigations are ongoing. The Tobago House of Assembly Minority Council believes the Chief Secretary has more questions to answer on the absence of a Chief Administrator for the past month. On Wednesday, Minority Councillor Petel Daniel Benoit reiterated Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley's statements, accusing Chief Secretary Augustine of withholding pertinent information on the matter when they met.
And if the Chief Secretary was aware, why didn't the Chief Secretary report to the Prime Minister in their discussions, or rather disclose to the Prime Minister in their discussions that the THA would have filed or is seeking to file a complaint or report for the officer who is next in line to be Chief Administrator?
Mrs. Danielle Benoit said it is not the first time the current THA administration experienced a transition to a new Chief Administrator, and as such, the matter could have been addressed smoothly.
And another interesting thing that the Prime Minister would have revealed, that the Chief Secretary would have recommended another nominee. And we are asking the Chief Secretary, why did he recommend another nominee to the Prime Minister?
The Minority Council asked what legal and other implications operating without a Chief Administrator had for the THA. Last week, Deputy Chief Secretary Dr. Faith B. Israel announced the THA has been without a Chief Administrator for approximately 1 month. She claimed the Chief Secretary made efforts to have the process completed. Switching to sports. To some news out of the Cricket World Cup qualifiers, the West Indies men won their second and final warm-up fixture against the United Arab Emirates in Zimbabwe. Coming off a confidence-boosting series in the UAE, the West Indies continued to dominate. Batting first in their second warm-up encounter, the Rovman Powell lead side amassed a towering 374 for 9 from their 50 overs. Although they received the 3-0 whitewash mere days ago, the Middle Eastern talents were not intimidated. Despite their efforts, the UAE finished on 260 all out, handing the West Indies victory by 114 runs. The West Indies' first clash of the World Cup qualifiers